Sunday Gravy.
Welcome to Sunday Gravy. This is a podcast based on recent sermons of High Point Community Church, as well as anything else that just happens to be on our mind. If you would like to contact us, you'll find all of our information at highpointcommunitychurch.org or highpoint.community. And now on with the show. All right, welcome to Sunday Gravy. Today is Monday, July 27th, 2026. This is Blake. I'm joined by Pastor Joey Hill.
Hello, hello.
Miss Tiffany Wilson.
Hi.
And Mr. Yappy DeBoer.
Howdy.
I was trying to say check the YouTube.
Okay, I got you now. I was very confused.
So how's everybody doing? How's your weekend been? You've been
It's
gone.
I have.
Good.
You got a big update to give us there?
Yeah.
Or if
Uh,
anybody else wants to go first? Or
Sure.
you
Yeah,
go
I can
ahead?
go last. It don't matter to me.
Y'all got anything you want to talk about? Anything exciting happen?
VBS happened.
Yes, we need to talk
I heard
about
it was
that.
great. I wasn't here the
Let's
whole
talk
time.
VBS. Let's talk VBS.
Yeah, VBS was a lot of fun. It was tiring as always. You know, they with the old saying, "There's no tired like VBS tired," and that's true. Everybody, I'll tell you what, I had a lot of people this year. A lot of people commented on. I love the fact that we're just 3 nights because they. It took them. It took them how many years now to
Is this the third year we've done it?
yeah,
3
to
nights?
realize that we were
Yeah.
making the right call there.
Yeah.
So that was, because before we were 4 for a long time.
Mhm.
Before that, we were 5 for a little while, and it was kind of one of those things. Just so, and I realized it gave me an opportunity to explain the thought process behind that to those people who brought it up.
Mhm.
And so maybe that's a good time for me to kind of mention it to anybody who's listening or watching or whatever to
Sure.
say,
There's probably
that,
somebody still
uh,
on that 5-day rotation.
by the way, are we streaming?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
good.
says live. I don't know if you can hear us or not, but we're live.
All right.
Good deal.
No, it made me, by the way, I accidentally went live before we started
So is there like
And
a
end
3-second?
and ended it. If you click on it, can you see us? I just want to make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you can.
Well, that's what it looked like. I need to
Okay.
check it again.
All right. Yeah, if you don't mind,
Oh,
just
man.
make sure you see our beautiful faces.
Can you
and
see
then-
me eating my breakfast?
We're
That's what I
clearly
wanna
still
know.
figuring this thing out.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to get better at this.
Are you?
No.
Hopefully.
No,
But what I was going to say is
it is what it is right now.
for VBS, for those who wonder, why did we go from 4 nights to 3 nights or from 5 nights to 4 nights? Well, the reason we went from 5 to 4 is 5 is insane. First off,
It's awful.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Nobody has the energy for that.
Nobody. Not even
Well,
the kids.
no
the
adults.
kids are begging you to stop.
I
You
know,
know what I'm
true.
saying?
Like literally our adult food area for those who served was not an adult food area. It was more like an adult IV area. Like people, if you could have just seen the faces of people when they would come in to eat when we were doing 5 nights, they literally walked in and looked like zombies. and
Zombies.
Like they've
walked-
been at war.
Yeah.
Yes.
Said nobody talked.
So that was one of the big
Yeah.
reasons we went from 5 to 4. But then when we were at 4 for so long, what we started to realize was we were still getting a lot of that fatigue, but it was all on the 3rd night
Mhm.
because the first night, everybody's excited.
Yes.
Everybody's stoked
Got
and
to.
jumping around and having a good time. Second night, you would basically run off residual from the first night. Like everybody would, and then the 4th night, that's when everybody the third night, that's when everybody crashed.
Mm.
And then the 4th night, they got re-energized because it was the last night.
Right.
And so our thought process was,
Get
let's
rid of
just
the-
eliminate the night.
let's get rid
The
of
one.
the lull
Yeah.
in the week
Yeah, exactly.
and just make it hype every single night.
Every
Next
night.
year is 2.
Which
and
is-
then, and then we'll
No.
try one.
No. We've joked about that. Eventually, it was just going to be, here's your pre-recorded VBS.
Here's a
No, we never do that.
Mm. I mean, you know,
No, it was.
That's
I,
funny.
But
I
that
could
was the
see it.
thought process. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, just get rid of the one night that was
Yeah.
like this
Mhm.
is when everybody's crashing,
Yep,
Yes.
for sure.
and go from there.
And it works. It works
And it
well.
does.
Yeah.
So we've been on 3 for what? Was this the
I think-
5th year or 4th year?
Has it been that long? I thought it was like 3.
Really? No, it's been longer than that. But anyway,
I
3
think 23 would
flies.
have been the first year.
Time flies.
3
It's
really really works for us, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
no,
mean,
it's great. It's
Yeah.
great.
I've not had. I mean, the first year we did it, we had a few people complain, or not complain, but they were like, "Why are we only doing 3 nights?" Well,
Mhm.
now you know.
No, you
Yeah.
know.
Anyway,
It's great.
so yeah,
And thank
tell-
you. Thank you to all
Hmm.
Yeah,
who
the,
were participated, volunteered, made it happen. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
Takes a lot.
Just-
We had,
I became aware of
sorry, they won't shut up.
yeah,
no, it's
we had
we're really excited
press
about
it again?
BBS, you know.
we had around 100 volunteers.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
100 people
Easily.
plus some who didn't actually like register that like put work in. So
Yeah,
And
Thank you,
that's
guys.
and that's the thing. The thing is, you know, there were so many people serving in ways that honestly, you know, they were just that support, you know, behind the scenes. They were, you know, they're the kind of people that they do not want the limelight. They don't want, you know, the microphone. And man, I'm just telling you, there were some people serving in places where it's like, thank God for you, you know. So
Mhm.
it was really impressive to, especially even from a distance to watch that. And so I hope everybody feels my appreciation, because that's a great feeling to not even be in the state, but knowing that something was back home, not only being pulled off, but it was being done with excellence and being done well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
mhm.
it went well.
It's like, that's my people.
Yeah.
It went well. We had no like major logistical hiccups from my perspective, anyway. Maybe from yours, not one. I don't know. There wasn't.
No, I mean it seemed to go well. Look, having worked check in for a few years now, one of the biggest, like one of the hardest things to nail down is when all the kids are in the big room and they get checked in, and then you need their crew leaders to count them and be like, do you have all the kids that we have checked in?
Mhm.
And when they get to their first rotation, be like, do you still have the same number of kids? And if they
Mhm.
say yes, that's a win in my eyes.
No,
Sure.
for
And
sure.
the first
Always.
night, nobody had any missed counts. And I was like, that's a win.
There we go.
So that felt good. But no, I wasn't here either Tuesday or Wednesday. I was out of town, but
Mhm.
I've heard no complaints. I've heard only good things.
To-
Everybody
yeah.
raved about it.
Well, you know, Tyson called foul
On what?
on VBS.
Why?
Well, you know, for those who don't know, I live with Buzz Lightyear,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
He got slimed.
What?
he did get slimed, but his foul, where he's calling foul or throwing the flag on the play, was
His
he
group?
said from day one, night one, it was rigged.
It
Why?
wasn't.
No.
He said no. What he's saying is he said when I walked in the room, there were kids. Like, I hadn't even talked to kids yet. There were kids coming up to me going, "You're going down this year." He was like, "It was rigged from the start."
I told him one night, I said, that's a sign you've been a character too many times.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
They know.
This might be it.
Yeah.
This is the one we're going
He
for. It doesn't
said-
matter what your costume is, you're getting slimed this year.
He said,
Yeah.
one little girl looked at him and went, "You're Buzz," and he went, "Yeah," and she was like, "But you look like Mario."
Yeah. Yeah. He.
Because that's who he was. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Mario?
No,
last
that
year?
wasn't
Oh, no.
last
Or
year.
year before
That was 2 years
last?
ago.
Oh, wow.
No,
Yeah.
was that 3 years ago?
I think that was 3 years ago.
Monsters was 24. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Dude,
No, he
we've
was-
done
he
this so
was
many
like
times.
Lost in the
He said, "I
years.
knew." He said, "I knew." I think like each night he had like hundreds of dollars in his offering basket, and Bray had like 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Potato Head was the closest, but only
Oh, really?
because one of the games we lopsided it by putting $100 into, like, whoever won the game got to choose put $100 into so and so,
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
and it was Chloe won the game
Mhm.
as Jesse, and so that's when Hope was like, put it in anybody but Tyson's. We got to make this close.
I'll say though,
Oh, man.
he's got to know it's because they love him.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
John Luke was like, "Oh, I'm sliming Tyson, but also I'm dressing up like Tyson."
Yeah, for sure. For
I,
sure.
I do. Brownie told me something funny last night about you.
What's that?
So she was talking to Chloe,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Chloe, it was Sunday. She was like, Chloe, where's your mom at?" She's like, "Oh, she's at the beach. You know,
Mhm.
some friends went to the beach." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "How did you get here? Are you driving?" She's like, "Oh, you came with Bella." And she was like, "No, Bella's at the beach." And and she went, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "So you're here, just you and your dad?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she said, "But my dad did take me to Gigi's house." And Bernie went, "Well, that's something." And she went, "Yeah."
Well, so
Oh man, I just clapped.
by the way,
And
got your
Johnson
pennies?
Johnson handed me all these pennies Sunday. Was like, "Here, I know
Put it
you're
in
going
the
to
jar.
clap."
Put it in the jar.
Yeah, I got it on my desk. I promise you, I'll put it in the.
he walked
Jar.
up to me at the I was standing by Connection Corner, and he walked up to me and he like threw this massive pile of pennies on the thing, and I looked at him for a second like, "Is this offering? Like, what is this?" And he said, "I brought these for Joey." And again, I was just puzzled, like, "Is this offering?" Like,
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
it?
yeah. We're used to this at VBS.
And then,
Right.
then all of a sudden, it registered what he was talking
Yes.
about. So
Man, he is his father's son.
Oh, yeah, that was-
oh my goodness.
he's fun. He's funny.
He's funny.
But yeah, that she did. They Cass was going to the beach, and so Chloe really felt like the odd man out because Bray and Bella were both gone with are still gone with their significant others' families.
Yeah.
So
Uh huh. For sure.
their boyfriend and girlfriend. So
Mhm.
Bray's at Disney World and Universal. Both.
Dang.
Nice.
and yeah, Bella's at the beach, and Cass went. She has like an annual trip with girls that she graduated high school with, where they just go for like a long weekend.
Mm,
So they actually came back yesterday. So
mm.
yeah, she's been with just me since like Thursday.
Yeah.
But I did offer to take her. So I was like, "Anywhere you want to go? Anything you want to do?
Yeah.
You want to go to Birmingham somewhere? You want to go to Coleman? You want to go
Wow.
to Huntsville?"
That's right.
Where you
Dad's wallet's a lot looser than mom's, right?
Well, no, not really, but
I know. It
It's
is
a
in
lot.
my house, but not yours.
no, it's a lot tighter. But
My kids are like, "Is Dad going?" Because
but anytime,
drop it.
I mean, you know this just as well as I do. When you have as many children as we both do,
Mhm.
like anytime you just have you and one other person,
oh,
your wallet does get a lot looser than
That's it.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You're
Becau-
like, "Hey,
Well, yeah.
I'll spring for a soda."
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at that one person
Get that
saying,
appetizer.
"Hey, we will go wherever you want to go to
Mhm.
eat." Like,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Name it.
I know
Don't you love when you tell your kids that and they're like, "Let's go to Taco Bell." It's like,
Exactly.
You're
no,
like,
yes.
no,
You're missing
steaks
the
and
point.
potatoes. What are we doing?
Read the room, right?
We
Read the
did
room.
have to go Friday afternoon. She had to go to a she goes to these tumbling lessons. Get this, in Helena.
Dang.
Wow.
So I had to drive her to Helena,
That's a haul.
and then we're leaving there to come back home. And I said, "Anything you want to eat, where you want to go." And then I realized as we were coming back, the way we were coming back, we were going to come through like River Chase, Hoover area.
Mhm.
I used to work in that area, and I was like, "Oh, there's this Chinese place over here." You know the one I'm talking
I
about.
do.
I was like, "It's so good," and I'm in the back of my mind. I was like, "Man, I hadn't had that in so long."
That's the
And
one we
then-
got married at, wasn't it?
She pulls up. That's an inside joke.
That
for
is an
it,
inside
okay?
joke.
So,
It is.
but anyway, she pulls up her phone and she's looking. She's like, "Oh yeah, I see that." And she's like, "But there's a Panda Express just down."
Oh,
from
here
it."
we go.
And I was like, and then
Girl.
I went into straight lawyer mode
Oh, I bet you
for the
did.
next, mile and a half
Pleading that
before we
case,
got there,
baby. Yes.
and I lost miserably
No, did you?
because I would go on this spiel that was super convincing,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as I would shut up, she would say, "But I want Panda."
like,
That happened 3 times in the course of just like about a mile and a half.
All other arguments are null and void.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, what are you not hearing about the fact that I want Panda?
if you were to tell me that hey Joey, I need you to change Chloe's mind on something. I would rather negotiate with Iranian terrorists because I will not succeed.
Yeah, yeah, she was she was not. She was sticking to her guns.
I tell you what,
Mhm.
though, everybody's talking about her. She made a great Jessie.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
she
yeah.
Like
looked
the way
part.
she sidekicked and tipped her hats
Mhm.
and
No,
did
the
all
way
that stuff.
she looked the part. I kept getting on to her about bringing the energy,
Oh,
but
well,
I think who Xander has to, who Tyson has to officially pass the torch to is Xander.
Mhm.
oh, no doubt.
Potato
Mr.
Head brought it.
Potato-
Yeah, he did.
His music helped him.
Did
yeah.
What was his music?
You didn't hear it?
I have been waiting to see videos, and nobody videoed.
All right.
Nobody videoed
we got
any
Tyson
of
Slime,
the
man.
characters dancing or anything.
Let's see.
Like my wife's even put it out on social media. If you videoed, please send it.
I
And
think
Nobody got it.
Zilch.
They were having too much fun.
So. I think
Oh, I
I can.
know,
I
I
can
know.
actually play.
I blame no one but
Xander's-
myself.
I can actually play Xander's because his is the one that was AI generated.
Oh, okay.
So
we own the right.
so we could play his. Let's see if I can find it here. I don't know if I can play the others. Let's see if
Right.
I don't even know if I can get it to play. But this was a AI generated Mr. Potato Head intro. It's not going to work. And it's not going to work.
Will it
I
not
may-
play while you're recording input?
It won't.
Bummer.
I may have to play it through my phone and just hold it in the microphone. So it's going to be pretty rudimentary here. It'll take me a second to find it. Talk amongst yourselves.
Mhm.
Xander, man. What a kid.
Yeah.
I call him the X-Man.
Well, when I
You should
saw
have seen him at beach camp. He
when I
did the
saw
his
more
vi-
cowbell. It
yeah,
was
when I saw
epic.
that video,
I
is when
saw that video of the cowbell.
So he's just exponentially raising his stock.
Oh.
That's when he just flips a switch, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
And so when I saw that video is when I decided to ask him to be Mr. Potato Head. So
Mhm.
here we go. Here it is.
Yo, it's Mr. Potato Head coming in hot. Got my whole crew and we're taking your spot. Switching up parts, but the glow stays clear. Other toy teams better disappear.
Anyway,
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Did he have a special walk when he came in?
no, he just came out hot, but then he would find his group and do the whole like head wobble thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's hilarious.
That's
that
man.
was, it was pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tyson got the oldest group, which makes it
Mhm.
kind of difficult. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
It does make it difficult because you really got to sell them on it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they'll turn on you in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, like first
But-
night they were like boo, you know,
They
they're
booed their own
booing their own
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Yes.
And so he had to go to him and he was like, "Look, I need y'all's help on my intro." And he did the whole like Buzz Lightyear blasting them and they would fall down kind of thing.
Oh,
so, yeah,
that's
That's cool.
cool.
yeah,
that's
got,
cool.
It got good. So it got gooder.
Gooder.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
tell us about this mission trip.
Oh yeah.
Wow, yeah. So every year we do a mission trip that what we call is our Judea Samaria crew. Basically, it's any kind of missions that we do that's outside the state of Alabama, but within the borders of the United States. So that could be anywhere. And we've been all over the place from Indiana, Illinois to North Carolina, you name it. And so anyway, all that to say that in North Carolina, this was our second year to go to North Carolina. That is the disaster relief recovery stuff from Helene. And believe it or not, just, I don't want to stir any pots or anything, but there was a big, FEMA fell on original response to that disaster. And now you're starting to see that trickle down effect of all that. And so you've got people that have been living in campers for years now, still waiting to get into their homes. And so anyway, we we kind of came in late this year in terms of like a lot of the original construction was done. So there was a lot of like inspectors going, well, I need this, this, and this done. Then you can move in, right? And so so we were basically guys coming in tackling those lists, getting people to where the inspectors would let them get their certificate of occupancy. And so there was a lot of people standing there, homeowners standing there watching you as you do put up the final piece of siding on the house, and there's just tears in their eyes, and it's
Mhm.
like, I kind of feel like I'm getting to enjoy the harvest of what so many have already planted and never got to see the end result or the fruits of. So anyway, but we took a few guys up there and did that, stayed the week, and next year I can announce that we will be in Alaska next year.
Hmm.
So it'll be the last full week of June. So if you go to High Point and you're interested, and we'll get more information as we proceed on towards that. But it'll be the last week of June. So we're excited because now I get to actually be here for Vacation Bible School. So
No way.
yeah. So so yeah, that's going to be next year. But yeah, so it was great. It was great. The guys that went, a couple of guys had never been. One guy had, and the guys that had not been were not only sold on missions, but they were like just itching to get back because they saw the vision of like the concept of you don't have to fly over a mission field to get to one. So they were really coming back with that mindset of like we need to take care of people in our own community. We need to take care of people in our church, and we need to get so there's a lot of that came back with us, and so we're hoping that that organizes into some serious impacting here locally and stuff. And so shout out to those guys because I know they're Sunday Gravy listeners, and so you guys did a great job. Thank you for going with me. I had a blast. I learned a lot, and what was even cool too is we went down on that Saturday, and then because we had to be there on Sunday afternoon, and we didn't want to drive all that time, and so we left on Saturday night, and then on Sunday morning we were able to go to Biltmore Church there in Asheville, and wow, like
Bruce Frank.
Yeah,
His
amazing church.
His son worked with my brother in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
That's
worked
cool.
at the church together.
Asheville's
at
a really
Apex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So amazing church. I mean, like, it reminded me a lot of High Point, but just, 5 campuses later, kind of thing. It was just, but I mean, it's a massive church, and they do it right. And so I picked up a few things. I'm like, yeah, I like how they do that. It was really cool.
Yep. Cool.
That's awesome.
Good trip. Good trip.
Anything else we need to catch up on before we keep going?
Not that I can think of.
Who has a segment?
You.
All right. What's it like to be optional?
We planned
Optional.
really well. Yeah.
What's it like to be in the optional
Nah,
space?
I got some.
There we go.
Me and you got some.
You do?
You got one?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go first.
Well, mine's pretty short.
Say what?
All right. I'm going to read you guys this headline. This is just like one of the only ones. I pulled these weird news stories from multiple sources. And this was just the only one that kind of caught my eye recently. Seattle police are searching for 2 men who parachuted from the Space Needle.
That'd be kind of fun.
What do you think about that?
That'd be fun.
What do you think about that?
Parachuted from the Space Needle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sound like something you'd do?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The Seattle Police Department are searching for 2 men who climbed over the glass wall of the city's iconic Space Needle on Friday, flipped over the edge, and parachuted down from the 605-foot structure. See, that's just not a lot of room to fall.
Mm-mm.
I would say it's not that tall.
I don't get this whole, what do they call that? Is that what you
Yeah.
call base jumping?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
What do you call it?
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
word.
No, it's base jumping.
Mm,
It literally calls them base jumpers.
okay. I'm like, because I can't think of the word, I'm thinking in my head. I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right.
I've
Sure.
been to the Space Needle once, but I can't remember. Is it in like the middle of the city?
Oh, I've never been. I've just seen it on.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of buildings around.
Yeah, there is.
And you're just parachuting, just letting the wind take you.
Yeah, people do it
Okay.
often from any kind of tall structures.
Have fun with that.
So I guess they were arrested when they landed.
No, they're looking for them.
They
Oh,
find 'em.
really? So
Mhm.
they floated to safety. I mean,
The,
Have an
jump,
escape plan.
the jumpers face trespassing charges, according to a report provided by public affairs officers Brian Pritchard. The base jumpers purchased tickets and entered the Space Needle at about, get this, 8:50 p.m. Friday. So they did this at night,
Yeah.
which is also common with base jumpers because it's easier for them to track them during the day.
So is it trespassing if you purchased a ticket? Just,
They
Playing
jump they
devil's
went
advocate
here.
into a
is it
unauthorized.
the unauthorized? Is it the
I would
climbing
say,
over
yeah.
the rail that made it
Yeah.
I'd
trespassing?
say they would get him for being in a restricted airspace. How about that?
The popular attraction has a
Are they high up
round.
enough for that?
I don't know.
The popular attraction has a round observation deck surrounded by high glass windows that are
Yes.
that are open to the sky above. Have you been up in the Space Needle?
I have not been, but I've
But you've
been at the
seen it.
base of it. I've
Okay.
been down
Mhm.
on the ground
They
What
were
good does that do? us
because
right
I look.
now?
I don't like heights.
I have been. It's just been several years.
I
and
don't like heights. I hate heights.
They were seen on
Anyway.
camera at the top level of the needle. That then went into the restroom, coming out in their helmets, according to police.
That's what I'm talking
They
about.
What
went
was-
in, suited up,
Yes.
and then came out ready to
What
rock.
was the employee's first clue that something was going wrong here? Like,
Right
What
here.
are those guys doing?
I'll tell
Hey,
you.
Could it be the
Hey, come back!
Could it be the
Stop.
bald
Wait.
head and the 3 X's on his arm? That may have been a
No,
giveaway.
Stop it!
I'll tell you the first clue. Upon exiting the restroom, the men in helmets ran to the glass window, climbed over to the other side, and jumped off. That was the first clue. Hey, what are those guys doing? Oh my God.
You know, there was a mom holding like her 7-year-old kid, and the kid's like, "I want to do that."
Can we ride that ride?
Can we? Yeah,
I feel like a
I
squirrel
still
suit would
maintain-
have been more fun.
I still maintain
what?
that's like,
Squirrel suit,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
They might have had those on. I
that's
don't
like
know.
reverse.
but that's honestly not high enough.
It's
for-
not.
Yeah.
It's not. You got to go out of an airplane.
I'm telling you,
Uh,
I
Or high
think
mountain.
there's a name for people
Yeah.
who do that in the city. I think
Yeah.
because you can base jumpers are also off cliffs and
Mhm.
things, but I think there's a different word for people who do it off buildings.
I still maintain it's like reverse trespassing.
Feels like a
Reverse
derogatory term.
trespass.
They had a ticket. They didn't
Yeah.
trespass into the building.
How
They
about I'm gonna
trespassed
sue
the way
you?
out of the
I
building.
just bended the rules just a little bit. No one said I couldn't.
No
do
one
it.
said I couldn't
Well,
leave
now
from the
they-
roof.
But
Now
here's-
they're gonna have a sign.
but here's
They're gonna
the
have a
problem.
sign
Right.
at the
Yeah.
the Space Needle that says, "Please do not parachute."
Yes, but here's the problem
Parachute
with
off
that. Here's the problem with that in these days and times. All right. So I just heard before when I got out of my vehicle to come in here today, there was a news report that at the Space Needle in Seattle there was a shooting. Like, yeah, it's like
Today?
shooting, yeah, and there was shooting in a crowd, and basically, here's the problem: is if you're gonna, I mean, if I see 2 dudes coming out of a bathroom with helmets and what looks like body armor, but it's really a parachute or something like that, or a jumpsuit, and then they jump off, I'm saying like you could get sniped. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what would stop these guys from having a bomb attached to them and then literally flying into a building like it's
You
know
gonna snipe
9/11 all over again?
You gonna snipe them?
No, I'm just saying there might come a day where there's a police officer or some particular retired sniper who gets paid to sit up there,
Oh.
drink
And
coffee,
watch for
and if
people.
anybody jumps off this thing
you
in a
see-
parachute, you take them out.
You
But
see
what would
anybody
you do?
doing anything stupid?
What would you do if you saw him run out the bathroom?
Yeah. My mind goes to maybe
What
he
did-
was jumping out because of the shooting. Imagine if that was
yeah,
happening.
I'm heading for the stairs. I'm getting
What
out of
would
there.
you do?
What do you mean? What would I do?
You
Like,
said
What's your
if I'm
initial
up
reaction?
if I'm in there, if I'm up there and I saw him come out, and then you start talking about being worried about getting sniped. But
Yeah.
what would you do? What would you do though? Like
It-
if you're
he,
just
he wouldn't have
visiting
gone
that
up.
day,
He's afraid of heights. He
the
wouldn't
Hill
even have
family to
gone
visit
up.
the Space Needle that day,
I
and
would
you-
be
and you're up there and you see these guys run out of the bathroom.
run out of the
With helmets
bathroom
on.
in those helmets and gear.
Would you try to tackle one?
No, no.
No.
You just duck in the corner.
If I saw a
somewhere?
gun, I would. If I saw a gun, I would. But if I saw them just jump over the thing and jump out and go, I'd be like, somebody shoot them
Good luck with that.
because I don't know where this is going.
yeah, you just know it's not your building that's blown up. But what if they planted a bomb and now they're getting out?
See, there you go. See, I would say I'm grabbing my family.
How does the
and
story
I would
end?
say let's beat the crowd. Let's start going down the steps. Let's get on the elevator By the way, would you
Not
take an
unless-
elevator or steps?
Not let's jump and try to land on their back.
No.
That's probably not going to end well.
No, I'll leave that. That's Spider-Man's job, not mine. By the way, the
600 steps. I'm taking the elevator.
I'd take the stairs.
you take the stairs,
Mhm.
so you wouldn't trust. So you would rather stay in the building longer, but be guaranteed that you're not going to, get trapped in the elevator.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, it's a trade-off, isn't it?
if there's something, as soon as I hear sirens
Mm-hmm.
or alarms,
Yeah.
I'm going to the stairs.
Going to the
Because if
stairs.
electrical goes down,
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
you can't get out of an elevator.
exactly. That's my gut instinct is to go to the stairs.
Yeah, me too. I'm a stairs guy.
And I may skip a floor every now and then.
Yeah.
Like jump over the rail.
Jump over the rail and just go. Keep going.
By the way, when I was
Break a few ankles on the way down.
watching the
You
Spider-Man
could skip
movie,
600 though.
the Spider-Man movie when he is up in the Washington Monument doing all that, it gave me anxiety. That's how much heights can get to me. Like just watching the movie, I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
So yeah, stairs, good thing.
Well, it says that security at the Space Needle are unsure, as were police, where the men landed. They could not be located. They have not been identified by authorities and only described as white men in their late 20s. I could have told you that when I started reading the story.
Because who else is dumb enough?
Hey, ain't no black man dumb enough to do that.
No.
He'd be like, that's what's wrong with white people.
Yeah.
They ain't got no sense.
And I would say the age range was somewhere between, I would say 26 and, I would say 26 to 28, maybe 29.
Mhm.
I do want to
Yes.
know, where did they hide the helmets and stuff? Like, did they walk in with just these massive overfilled backpacks
Yeah,
and
how does
nobody
that not get
questioned that?
checked? Yeah, is that not the? Do they,
they
not
work-
have
they
security
work there
checkpoint
and
at
they
the
can-
bottom?
Yeah, did a
security
long
didn't
time
be
ago.
like,
By the way,
maybe they rode in on motorcycles
That's
and they
what
had to
that's
carry their
all
helmets.
Maybe
I
it
don't
was
know.
maybe it was a paid stunt.
this is a
Yeah, this was a Red Bull ad, dude.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
Yeah.
they did this for fun. There was no money involved.
that,
I said
This was a good
Can
time.
you imagine the thought process of this? Like them just chilling in their
It's
living
free.
room or
It's
something?
free
Yeah, it
advertisement
was-
for the
You know
Space
what would be
Needle.
fun? You know what would be fun today? Let's go jump off the Space Needle.
That was all the thought that was put into it,
by,
dude.
by the way,
Let's do
That's how
it.
the conversation
Let's
started.
do it.
Dude.
All right.
this paragraph was at the end, okay? And I did not know it.
He's gonna say, and they
It was
died.
past an ad, okay? I did not know this paragraph was in there. It's almost like a little by the way on the
Okay.
end. Okay.
Okay.
It says. But we're all about to learn something because I just did. Do y'all know why they call it base jumping?
No.
Okay, you're about to learn something. All right. I just did. But so it says base jumping, by the way, it goes into an explanation of what base jumping is an extreme
Read
sport.
between the lines, Blake.
Is an extreme sport that involves jumping off of objects and deploying a parachute. It is an acronym for the platforms parachutists leap from, being buildings, antennas, spans, as in bridges, and the earth, BASE.
Hmm.
So they can.
Covers all the
true.
things.
It's
I'm
true.
just
They can
telling you.
jump off of like high cliffs and things like that.
I've heard it called something else.
Mm.
City
Let's
based
see.
jumping.
See what Google says.
What do they call those people that jump from?
Dumb.
Are always right. Wingo.
No. They can leap from like balconies and buildings and
Oh, that's
you go, Joey. It's called urban base jumping.
I said city based jumping.
No, you're talking about. Are you talking like parkour? You're talking like
Parkour.
parkour. Yeah.
Parkour. There's no parachutes in parkour.
This
No,
is
it's
very
not, but I'm wondering if that's what I was thinking.
It's
of.
just skint
Probably.
knees in
What you
parkour.
just described was yes, parkour.
Yeah.
Parkour.
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 that's,
Parkour.
that's just where you skin your knees up.
All of y'all can read between the lines. Anyway. What's the next segment?
We can move on. Are you ready?
Hot take.
All right. You ready hear the first one.
Well, I'm just gonna say
No, you
my
can't-
last hot take
Mm.
has caused
It's caused massive rifts in your life
and in this church.
and in this church.
That's why I didn't do
People
that
people
one.
are
I know.
doubting your
You got a lot.
salvation right now.
You got a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
Go
can't
ahead.
look. You can't live in the South and make a comment like that. You just can't.
I mean, it's.
I mean, I said
You're,
something
you're
about
dealing
sweet
with we're
tea,
dealing
so-
with baked pies, man.
it
I mean,
stirred some people. up.
Mm.
Sorry.
you're not even American.
All right. See what y'all think about this one. I don't really know how to word it, but basically, voice memos are the best app on your phone.
No, I prefer my notes typed.
I would say the phone
But you gotta think
app
about it,
is
though.
the best app. on your-
The text.
What'd you
messaging.
say?
Well,
The
like
f- the
obviously
phone
the
app.
ones that
The
you have
phone
to
app.
use every day. I said
I don't
the
know. I
most
used-
underrated and the most uncool thing ever.
Who's dinging?
It's me. I'm sorry. I just realized what was going
We've
on.
never podcasted before.
We've never done this. Here's my thing with that. I agree because not only does it tell you who it is, but it tells you what they said.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is it's just like voice to text. It does not.
Yeah.
It's like
Wait.
they
No,
sound.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not talking about the same thing.
This is voice like memos. So
voice
you're just like it would mean placing my phone in here
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
recording all of this.
I got you. I got you.
I mean, obviously I don't get to see your face, but I hear
Right.
the voice.
I've done that with some classes. I've used voice memo for classes, but I mean, it doesn't pick up like I want it to.
What all do you use it for?
Well, the reason that it's amazing is because you can do things like that. I mean, I even do it on Sundays sometimes because you talk really fast and you don't repeat anything.
Mhm.
But you put it out in the middle because I do this whenever we meet for anything student related. Like I don't have to get anybody to take notes anymore because it's doing it for me.
And then
do
what
that,
do you do? Upload that
Transcript over to AI.
AI and let them do that.
Bang.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Y'all, you're welcome. I just put y'all all on game. You're welcome, Sunday Gravy.
Wait. The students don't take notes. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying like the ministry itself. Like
Huh?
when we're having a meeting about
Oh,
like an event
He doesn't
coming
have
up
to ask a student to take notes while
or
they're
a
meeting.
parent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
Isn't there an
Mhm.
app though that
This one-
listens and not
Yeah.
only transcribes it for you, but then also organizes it for you, can even turn it into like
Oh,
a
yeah.
presentation.
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah.
Otter.
I would
Yeah,
say,
something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'll disagree on it for sure. I don't think it would be top 10.
Top
Mm-mm.
10?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's
Really?
handy, but I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, I don't use it that often.
No. To me, I like any technology that makes my life easier.
Yeah.
But I will say this, technology is somewhat my enemy because it will feed your procrastination. You'll be like, why am I doing this 2 weeks out when, because of tech, I can do this a few days out. So it doesn't help me battling procrastination. It just kind
I think
of
what the best app would be very dependent upon what somebody's personal workflow is, their strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll say
Yeah,
too,
what's your outcome and what constitutes you being productive that week?
Yeah.
something that's a conversation that's real big. Well, I don't know that it's big, but a conversation that I've had many times around the use of AI in like my day-to-day work, especially in software development, is the loss of cognitive skill over time because
Yeah.
you're letting it
Yep.
do the
Yeah.
thinking for you.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
I would
Yep.
argue that that's to your detriment.
Because
Because
no,
if
I still
you-
do it
if
on
you
Sunday,
think-
though.
because you
Because you
retain
think-
more when you write it down.
you do.
And you
Uh-huh.
do, and you think I don't have to pay attention. So now you've got this thing over here recording, and you're like just going through your meeting, and you're missing stuff
And
because
it-
you're like, I don't have to retain that.
And at the end of the day, it's why text messaging is a terrible form of communication. You cannot read tone,
Yep.
no matter how much you think you can.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you go back and read that text,
We're playing devil's
Well,
advocate, y'all.
yeah, we
No,
are.
that's good. That's
No,
good.
that's the point.
No,
Yeah.
So But I see
To
your
be fair, I
point.
don't let
I see
Sunday
your
do it though.
I
'Cause
see
I'm
your
actively
point.
doing it that way.
Yeah. I could see where, honestly, if I was a student, you know, back in college or back in high school, I could see where technology would seriously get me in trouble.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
100% taking shortcuts
Oh,
and
yeah.
things of that nature.
Yeah.
And kids are going to do that. They're
Well-
like, why? You know, because I mean,
Yeah.
they're
How do I write an essay without? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like, I'm about to make every senior adult sit up and be like, "Hey, man, brother." But like, seriously, the younger generations now, because of tech, they don't have any sense of like what constitutes a good, strong day's work. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And what earns that dollar, what, you know, and so there's a sense of like, because I mean, I see it a lot, even in my own kids. It's like, look, if I got to do all that to make $200, it ain't worth it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, are you,
yeah.
that's $200.
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
go sit in that guy's house and watch his dog. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a week. I was like, do the math, son. Do the math. You know, it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I think tech is kind of, whether it's taking notes or, you know, of
It's
course,
your
I mean, when
biggest friend and
ChatGPT
biggest
first come
enemy.
out, that was the big thing, that students were already using it to write their term papers and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And so, yeah, I think there's going to have to be a whole world that's generated of how you counter
Yeah.
tech like that,
Yeah.
and how you
Well,
how do you, you know, like, you just, if you take shortcuts in life, it's not going to, you know.
yeah, there has to be a level of acceptance with it too, though, because if you think back, how many times were we told in school, you're going to need to know how to do this math because you're not always going to have a calculator with you, and we literally walk around with phones with calculators on them.
Boy, were
Right?
they
So math is
wrong.
literally in
They
our
were
pockets.
So wrong.
Exactly.
And so there has
Anybody
to be
use hypotenuse in a daily life?
Oh, there are people listening
No.
to this right now who know what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
Ted.
That you went all over Birmingham looking for a scientific
Oh, yeah.
calculator
Oh,
because
yeah.
you couldn't use a regular calculator, and now all I do is turn my phone. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So like there's a level, there has to be a level of acceptance of like, yes, they need to learn the hard work and learn how to do the things without the tools, but also the tools aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's like, how does this not end with Idiocracy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
sure.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
So you didn't know what I was talking
Not-
about?
No, I mean, Idiocracy. It's
No, there's a movie.
Okay,
Get it.
look,
There's a movie called Idiocracy.
but I get the term.
as a church, we do not promote the movie Idiocracy.
No.
However,
Yeah,
it
see, I
does
don't-
make the case for what we're talking about with technology
big time.
Yes,
leading to cognitive
I don't
decline.
watch pagan movies like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That was the difference. I forgot.
I think there's
that.
a term for them now. I forget what it's called.
But it's
But
also
it's-
why, like, I just don't. Man, it was one of my biggest pushbacks from school, like college. I mean, it was like, we're just learning pieces of information to regurgitate, not
Mhm.
learning this.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And I don't like that
Mm-hmm.
because, practically speaking, so this was coming from the perspective of somebody who was doing ministry
Mm-hmm.
and learning ministry, and the whole time sitting there going, "This is not
Mm-hmm.
right.
No, it's not that clean.
it's not that clean.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-mm.
never that clean." And that was the problem. And so, yeah, because if all you're doing is, and then when you introduce technology into that, into
Mhm.
the fact that you're only learning things to regurgitate for exams or papers, and then you introduce technology where the technology is actually doing a lot of the memorizing of the information,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
now it's doubly bad, if not exponentially bad,
Yeah.
or even more in that direction. So that's the part that just scared me, but always just kind of left a bad taste in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole world like of, you know, when you are, because everybody's like, oh, technology is going to make us actually all more connected, and we're going to be more social, and we're going to want to be around more people. And there is an uptick of people that are trying to get away from screens and get back
Mhm.
into malls and get back into coffee shops and, you know, and interact. But there's a whole thing called body language, you know, that people right now, younger generations, are not considering when it comes to tech. and body language is everything. Like all four of you or all four of us have been up on stage, and we can see, we can tell when somebody's on their phone. We can tell when somebody is,
Sleeping.
sleeping or
You can
About-
you can tell the
they're
difference too
about
if
to
they're on
sleep.
their phone reading the Bible or taking notes
Yes.
or playing a game.
yeah.
And they don't think that.
They-
think
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah.
they could be.
I'm telling you, there have been people in our church that I have caught them, just their from their body language, and I said to myself, I'd never say this out loud, but I said to myself while I'm preaching, that person's going to get up and go to the bathroom here in about a minute.
Yeah. And sure enough.
And on point,
Like
they
clockwork,
do.
yeah.
Just because they're just either, I don't know, they just didn't like their current situation, So point being is, it's like, think about this. If you use that app and say you're the teacher up there teaching or whatever, and man, you got that app going, and it's like, I'm on my phone, or I'm not. It looks like I'm not paying attention, even though it's like, hey Yoppy, can you repeat what I just said 5 minutes ago? Hold on a second. Let me. You could go back in your phone and get it. But my point is like even now you can't, like you said, you can't read tone. You also can't read body language, because I look out there and it looks like somebody's on their phone, but how do I not know they're not looking at their Bible app? How do I not know that they're actually taking notes on their phone versus texting somebody, So
Yeah.
tech does not, now it's hard to read body language.
I can kind of tell if I watch that person a lot. Like if I focus in on that person quite a bit, I can tell when they flip off of concentrating mode. Like you can tell a difference in I'm listening to something and inputting it versus I'm doom scrolling. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
100%.
but
yeah.
but you have to watch them for a while.
You
Yeah.
do have to watch them for a while. And then the other thing is, like, I'm not kidding. That I remember, this is a legit story in my life. I remember being on the streets of Birmingham because my mom worked downtown at a building. She was not a base jumper. And I remember going to lunch with her one day, and there was this homeless person that was like talking out loud to themselves, and they were just like, he was like, come on, man, what you, and he's just having an argument with himself. And I remember my mom going, just keep walking, just keep walking. He's crazy. He's crazy. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Just a few years ago, downtown Birmingham, I saw a homeless person talking to himself, yelling, and I went, he's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Only to turn around and see he had a little thing in his ear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was having a conversation. So you see what I'm saying? How tech can now throw things off, even in how you perceive stuff.
Man,
Mm.
you just got me self-conscious. People think I'm crazy because I talk to myself
You
all
talk
the
to
time.
yourself all the time.
All the time. Out loud.
They don't think.
Do y'all
All
ever
right.
talk to
I
yourself?
thought it was normal.
Y'all talk to yourself out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when nobody's
Out loud?
Usually, like in the car, if I'm driving
Yeah. I talk
and my
to
mind is just wandering, I'll eventually.
I'll
start
talk
talking
myself out loud in the car and in the shower. I can't tell you how many times Cass has opened the bathroom door and said, "Who are you talking to?" I'm serious.
Nobody.
Gosh, I
I have
clap.
to do that to my 7-year-old too.
That's 2 pennies, Johnson.
Johnson, you gonna
Thank
have
you,
to bring him
Johnson.
a
I'm gonna
lot
use
more.
all these pennies in this
Johnson's
one
gonna go
episode.
broke. Johnson's
All
gonna
right.
be broke.
Sorry, you got
All
another?
right. How much time we got? Can you move on? Or?
Give us one more.
All right.
Mhm.
I want to see where y'all stand on this. Phone in the left pocket, keys in the right.
Yeah, I'm down. That's me.
What?
Yeah,
No.
I agree. Yeah,
Are you left-handed?
no.
No, Joey. He's like, I don't know.
I'm not left-handed.
I'm not either.
No, my phone goes in the back pocket.
But
Well,
which side?
Bro, just
Huh?
But which side?
absolutely-
My phone goes in the left side back pocket.
My phone goes
Okay.
in my back pocket if I'm about to walk on stage
This is just a regular,
because I don't want
regular
somebody.
day.
Alright.
I don't want to have that big.
So like you
So,
got your
can-
phone, you got your keys, you got your
Mhm.
wallet, you got
Yeah,
your
where do you put your
chapstick.
wallet?
Huh?
Where does your wallet go?
In my console. Got it right here, baby.
See,
but you're walking
that's
down.
the
it.
issue I have. Like right now, I mean, I see you got your phone. I've
Yeah.
noticed this when I sit down in restaurants. I'm the only one that puts the phone on the table. Like everybody else has it in their
Yeah,
pocket.
Put it away.
Well, I put mine on the table because I keep it in my back pocket and I don't want to sit on it.
Y'all
Right.
like it face
And maybe
up or
that's why
face
I do
down?
it too, because I don't want to sit on
Yeah.
it. But my point is there's not enough room in the front pockets for a phone, a wallet, and keys.
Yeah.
There's just not.
Well, that's why you got to do two
So,
of them.
That's why I have wallet in one
My key-
pocket. I have wallet right now in this pocket. I've got keys in this pocket. Wallet left, keys right,
Okay.
phone back pocket.
I
What
think
if
we
you don't
should
have a back
get
pocket?
that Neuralink chip and we'll
I
be
don't
good
buy
to go.
pants without a back pocket because I need somewhere to put my phone.
Gosh. All right, next segment, Brad. Roll the
What'd you
credits.
say?
I don't buy pants without back pockets because I want somewhere to put my phone.
I got
How
you.
many
Do you not-
people
do you not-
listening to
what-
our?
do you use a purse more or do you?
So
You ain't never
on a
sit on the
work-
phone and crushed or warped it.
that's why I put it on the table when I sit down.
You know,
I take it out.
there's a guy listening going, y'all should need to get you one of them belt clips.
Get you a fanny pack.
OtterBox.
Yeah, the iron box. Yes,
The OtterBox.
the
is
otter
that-
box.
that big honking belt clip.
Yes.
And it's
So
like,
I
bro,
How
you
about-
so had a beeper.
How about
when
the-
I look at that guy and see that big old phone?
You had a
Yes,
beeper?
he
I'm
did.
like, you so had a beeper.
You had a beeper.
You had one of those beepers you could text on.
and it
You
still
know,
makes him
there-
feel cool.
And you remember the guys that had the retractable key thing? You know what I'm saying? It's like they have a whole ring of keys. It was a janitor at school, you know.
Oh,
he just
yeah.
and he'd pull he'd pull on it and have a little cable. To
Which
it.
I got to be honest, it's like at least you know where it's at.
always,
But I
always
used to
be
give
prepared.
I used to give Shannon Kelly a hard time about his wallet on his chain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Uh-huh.
Did he
I don't-
stop
Does
because
he
you
still
made
have
fun
No,
of
no,
him?
no. I think he still wears it.
I think he does.
Yeah. Which he's like, I know
That's
my wallet's
the
at.
Harley Davidson in
Mhm.
him.
No,
you can't
yeah,
help
he
it.
give me a little bit of that. I'm not gonna lose my wallet. Where you know,
Yeah.
where's yours at?
Yeah.
Another one.
I'll be here to help you when you fall apart.
I'll tell you one thing around this conversation though that I'm kind of getting nervous about is I'm starting to. I never thought this day would come, but just in the last year, I've started to get in the habit of I will get out and walk into a store without my wallet and not think a thing about it.
Because you got your phone.
You use
Yeah.
like
I do that all the
Everybody
time.
takes it now.
I do, but it's because I use this case that has my card,
Oh,
in it. so then I don't have to carry a wallet at all.
fancy smancy.
Well,
'Cause I don't
I'm
carry a
talking
purse.
about
But some
'cause
people ain't seen their card in years.
'Cause I
Yeah.
got-
Because they got
I got my card in Apple Pay, so I'll use
Yeah.
it, which
Yeah.
and it really comes in handy sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Are
it
there a lot
does.
of places around here that don't take Apple Pay?
Honestly, it's really slim, the places that don't take it.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
getting-
say-
it's
Obviously,
getting that way.
Walmart.
This is
but-
not going to shock y'all, but one time
Walmart don't even have a chip reader.
I
That makes
walked
me so
into-
mad.
I know.
I
can't
walked
tap my
into a
card,
store.
$1 billion company and they don't even
They
got
redid all those registers with
They
self
want you to
checkout.
sign up
and
for
you
that
can't tap your card.
Walmart
I
Plus
know.
or whatever.
So I walked into a store with just my phone. I'm like, oh, I'll just use my phone to pay. And I get up to the cash
Mm-hmm.
register and my phone is dead.
You can still access it, I think.
That's such a
It's
Joey
so
Hill
embarrassing. It's like,
Hey, you got to
I
charge
look
her
at
back.
the lady. I look at the lady. I'm like, I promise you, I got money on my card. My phone's dead.
She just starts putting all the stuff back. She goes, "It's okay."
What'd you
I
do?
did the walk of shame.
Did you say, can I borrow one of them chargers right there?
You can buy it. Wait,
Did you get one of them hot blue translucent chargers at the counter and plug it up?
So the ladies at the DG got his picture hung up in the office.
Oh yeah, they're like,
This is that
watch
guy
out
whose
for this
phone's always
guy.
dead.
he said, "Hold on, I'll be back."
I wonder if that's a thing. Like if people in the like near the cash register
Hey, I'll
they
buy
have
it.
phone
I'll buy it
chargers for
once.
people.
I'll buy it once my phone's charged.
Yeah, shut up.
He's over in the corner plugged up with a
Hold on.
buggy
5
full of
more minutes.
groceries.
Hey, go ahead and check them out. I'll be there in a minute. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Have we ragged on you enough yet today? Are we there?
Look, it's every time we do this.
Yeah, we better move on. We're at
Hit it.
we're at almost an hour now.
Oh, man.
So you ready?
Having fun.
Riding on the gravy train. Riding on the gravy train. Riding on the gravy train.
You know that music actually would have went with Vacation Bible School.
Wow.
What?
Because, I mean, you know, it's like Jesse and,
No.
you know,
No.
did y'all do The Prospector? Was he a part of this at all?
No.
Like the bad guy?
no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
Like-
Good toys only.
The prospector goes around seeking whom he can devour.
Oh my God.
All right, moving on. All right, so we closed up shop this past Sunday on a series that we've been doing at High Point entitled None Greater. It's just a series where we've been walking through the just the different aspects of God, and obviously there's too much about God to try to tackle in one series. But we did the three big ones, I guess, if you want to call it that. I mean, they're all big, they're all huge, but the big three was the omnipresence and omniscience and omnipotence of God. So we covered those three. This past Sunday, we tackled omnipotence, which is God is all powerful. There's nothing he can't do. There's nothing hard for him. He's never limited in anything. And the only thing that limits him is him. In terms of his own righteousness, his own holiness, he cannot go against his own will. And so what we talked about this past Sunday was looking at omnipotence from an interesting angle, and that is the concept of, should you have that power? Like, what, you know, I mean, I know you guys sat through the message, but in the end, that's really what the whole message was about, was what if God gave you the power to be omnipotent, to have the power to go back and change things in your life or go into the future and make sure everything turns out the way you want it to, et cetera, et cetera. And in general, what we concluded was, according to Romans, there is no one righteous, no, not one. Not any person sitting around this table is righteous. The only righteousness we have is that which has been imparted to us through the work of Christ on the cross. And so the only righteousness, my ability to choose what is right, not only for others, but also for me, comes from Christ himself. Because anything else, I'm only choosing what I think is right based on what is best for me. And so that is not a good gauge for what is right and what is wrong, because what might be right, the right thing to do, might cause you pain. It might cause you suffering. It might cause you significant loss. And so therefore, there's not a single person around this table that would choose that
Right.
on your own, which reveals your unrighteousness,
Mm-hmm.
which makes you unqualified to carry that kind of power. And so that was kind of the premise of the whole message, that God is the only one righteous. And because of that, he is the only one qualified to carry that kind of power. And so I asked the question, y'all should have seen this coming. I asked the question in the beginning of the message, if God were to give you omnipotence, if you had the power and you could go back into your life, kind of like Back to the Future movie, if you could go back into your life and impact something, like leave a letter, warning you of something or changing, if there was something you could go back and change by leaving them a letter that would impact by chain reaction all the way to today.
Yeah.
And I made the joke of, like, some of you would probably say, yes, don't date her.
Right.
Don't buy that. Don't drink that. Don't hang out with those people, whatever. And and I just said, what would it be?
What would have been an awesome joke for you to slip in right there when I heard you say that was, don't date girls named after desserts.
Dang.
No.
So that would have been good.
That would have been good.
That would have been good. Yeah. Yeah. My wife would have never let me live that down.
It's
So
a nice message.
yeah. I did say, now's not the time to look at your spouse and smile. I did say that. That's so. But yeah, so
That's good.
obviously I did share one of mine, and it didn't have to be, it could be funny. I mean, it don't have to be spiritually, mind melting or whatever. But if you could write down a letter and go back in time and hand it to your 15-year-old self or 10-year-old self or whatever,
Yeah.
to say,
Oh, I
do
know.
this, don't do this, whatever, what would it be?
I'm about to rip open and show you that D for depravity on my chest. Because I know exactly when I'm going back to. And I know exactly what I'm
I know.
doing.
I just clapped. I will put 3. Before
so
they couldn't see.
self-conscious.
Before they couldn't see. I will put 3
Yeah.
pennies in the. Okay. Anyway, go.
I would go to late 2009, and my note would just
How
say,
old will you be?
"Oh, I don't know. I don't care. This is all about one thing."
Okay.
I told you I'm about to show my depravity.
All right.
Late 2009, and I
Mhm.
would say everything you got in Bitcoin.
Dang it, bro. That was mine. No. All right, I got it. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Make yourself rich, right?
if you had an extra 100 sitting around at that
Yeah.
time, and you threw it all in Bitcoin,
Right.
Yeah.
like you sitting
Maybe not right now, but like,
fat and happy right
Yeah,
now.
you are. Yeah, you are.
yeah. I think for me, that was actually mine. So I knew I should have went first. I think I want to be the very first March Madness winner. So I'd go back and write the letter and give me the whole entire bracket of who to pick and who would win.
Mm.
And then therefore I'd be
Y'all
rich
are-
off of that too.
Y'all are so proving everything I was preaching
Uh-huh.
about.
I
Sunday.
will give you like some more serious ones if you
Yeah.
want me to.
I mean,
Is that
no.
what you were
I mean,
asking for?
No, he said fun.
Meaning-
look,
meaningful
I said
answers?
funny or serious. It don't matter.
Maybe
How about-
because
I
couldn't
haven't
think
heard from
of-
you, Tiffany.
I don't know.
Really?
Because I
Because you're
re-listened-
perfect?
No, because okay, I can't say anything now
No,
without
I'm messing
without
with
it
you.
coming back
I'm
to
messing
that.
with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I thought of a couple of situations immediately when you talked about it during service yesterday, and then by the end of service, I was like, nope, wouldn't change that because I see what
Mm.
came out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I continue to think on it, I could come up with something, but I haven't yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. It's like, and that's kind of was the point. Is like,
Mhm.
you know, you got to be careful what you
Well-
get rid of because you might be get
Yeah.
rid of something that.
Bless
Right.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way I thought about it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. And I was trying to approach it in 3 things, like financially, physically,
Yeah.
and spiritually.
Yeah.
I should have said those in opposite direction. but,
No, we know where your heart is.
no, but I should have. But I got to thinking about it like that, and I thought about it spiritually and physically instantly, and then I was like, okay, what about financially? Well, maybe tell myself to focus on these, and then I was like, what am I thinking about? Put it all on Bitcoin. If I can go back, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Now I'm not. I mean, I guess you could say that's the same thing with Marty and the Sports Almanac, but that's a little different because that's like
Mhm.
sports gambling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus investing.
Right.
So that's like if I'm given, like, why would I ignore that, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, put it all on Bitcoin. That's what I would
that's
say.
what you landed
Bet
on.
But-
it all.
But to
Yep.
give you some more,
All
one
the
thing I
meme
would say
coins.
is when you're a guy, so like Yoppie's age, like you'll have a bunch of guys our age that that will be like, you know, when you're really active and you're doing stuff and you're exercising and you're, you know, being in, and they will come up to you and they will say, hey, don't quit.
hmm
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would go back to the moment that like I quit things
Mm.
and like just assault myself,
Yes.
like physically assault myself.
Yeah. I mean, I shared
It's
Sunday.
hilarious
I didn't go
picture.
into detail. I will give this to the Sunday gravy crowd. I did say that one of my top 5 would have been it involved an instrument, and it was the guitar.
Don't quit the guitar.
Yeah, because I started.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was talking about giving it to my 15-year-old self, and because that's where I was in. That was where I was at in 1985,
hmm
and so
Can I? I'm
so
sorry.
all I'm saying is that I started playing the guitar when I was 5, and I took lessons for 10 years. And when I was 15, I put it down and never picked it back up.
Mm.
And so that was kind of one of those where, you know, I wish I would have stuck with it. But at the same time, that was kind of the point of the whole message is, you know, if we go back in time and we start changing things about ourselves, we have no idea, because we don't have the ability with a crystal ball to see the future. We have no idea the impact. Because, in the movie Back to the Future, his brother started disappearing. His sister started disappearing, like they didn't even exist. And remember, towards the end, he was playing. Marty was playing the guitar, and he started losing. He started disappearing. Started losing his ability to play. And so, all that to say that we don't understand the ramifications of what we want to change. Yet God does, because He is not only omnipotent, but He's also omnipresent, which means He's past, present, and future. So it's like, at some point, when are we going to realize we trust God in all this?
Yeah.
We trust God, and quit beating yourself up over the past, because that was why I made the statement about the blood of Christ didn't change my past. It just covered it.
Yeah.
I still wish I could go back and redo a lot of things that I did wrong, but do I really?
Right.
Because the growth and the wisdom, what is the chain reaction of that? Well, I grew from this one event, but it made me wise in this area, which domino affected into over here, where I actually wound up meeting my wife, or however. You just don't know the butterfly effect, basically, of your choices.
And that's what I was going to say as well. Although, and I do want to say something about that, I do have a counter argument on the whole guitar thing that I can share with you. I think that was a bad choice, but
Don't waste a wish.
Maybe it's a little bit of that.
Okay.
But what I was going to say, though, about what you just said, and I think this is so important. So I said, for me, it was broken into spiritual, physical, whatever. Spiritually speaking, I would go back to myself in ministry at various times. And if possible, put my hands on my shoulders and say, this is not a failure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, this is not a failure.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang in there.
You are
Don't
not,
quit.
You are not failing. You may feel like you're failing right now, but God is doing something massive inside of you in the process.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times where I just like sit there and like cried, like seriously felt crushed because I felt like I had failed, or I felt like I wasn't good enough, or I felt like, there's so many things, or that, that things around me were off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Like I was doing what I was supposed to do, but everything around me, there's so many different varying circumstances where I would go back to myself, put my hand on my shoulder and say, everything around you is happening the way that it's supposed to. You are doing what you're supposed to. Trust God.
Trust God. Yeah.
And so that's what, anyway,
No,
that goes right
that's
along.
good.
That was the other part. That was the other thing that resonated with me, is it took me back to all those instances in ministry.
Yeah, because I think we're bad about looking at failure as a consequence and not a stepping stone. In other words, we're like, I made the wrong choice, therefore I'm facing a lot of kickback, if you will. But the reality is no, maybe you're getting a lot of kickback. Maybe you feel like a failure because you're actually on the right path and you're failing forward. That's ultimately you're failing forward. And so it's easy to look at the failures in your life and go, man, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. But in the end, you just don't know the impact that failure had on your life that changed the trajectory of where you were going. If I had $1, and I hate to say this because I am not advocating anything. Okay. Divorce is a problem in America, and it has been for a long time. And I would not wish divorce on my worst enemy. Like, the best description I ever heard of divorce is, imagine dying, but you're still having to walk around. But I'm here to tell you, some of the most powerful people that I have been around are people that have gone through something like that and have come out the other end like different, like And I'm not in any way implying that divorce was, the right thing to do there. It's not. It's not. Hands down, it's not. But what I take away from divorce is, you can, because there's a lot of people that go through divorce and never come out the other end. They actually go the opposite direction and they get worse. I could say I picked divorce, but I could also say cancer. I could also say, I don't know, the loss of a child or the loss of, a loved one or whatever. I mean, we could go through a lot of things, and it just comes down to this point of like, how can you praise God in a storm? Easy. You trust him. You trust the God who's omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. And when you begin to trust God on those three phases, in all areas of your life, physically, spiritually, mentally, financially, or whatever, things begin to change because now you're looking at life with a different point of view. You're looking at it from an eternal perspective because that's God's point of view. God's point of view is eternal. This life here is just a speck, it's a vapor. So hopefully this is encouraging to those of you listening that no matter what you're going through, quit beating yourself up. God's grace is here for you and he loves you. And you're listening to this podcast for a reason because you need to be encouraged. You need to know that God is still with you, even low in these low places, right? And so no matter what, you need to trust God that, okay, I don't understand why I'm going through this. I don't understand why that happened to me, but you know what? I'm going to fail forward because I'm going to trust God. And I know that God's got a plan for my life and I want to be right in the center of his will. So I think that's an encouraging word for any of you going through some hard stuff right now. I think that was for you, but it was a good word from all of y'all. So thank you for the input.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear my guitar theory or no?
I do want to hear your guitar theory. The whole world is waiting.
So you don't spare my feelings here, okay?
Okay.
Like, just give me your honest answer.
Okay.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being I can barely make sound come from it.
Uh-huh.
And 10 being, I can't make any meaningful sound come from it, other than like a baby walking up hitting it. That would be a 0, okay? And a 10 is like, I don't know, probably haven't seen a 10.
Mm-hmm.
A 9 or a 10 would be like a Billy Strings or a Stevie Ray Vaughan or Steve Vai or somebody like that. Jeff Beck, somebody that's just
guys that play it in their sleep.
Yeah, they're unbelievable guitar players. Okay. Where would you put me on that scale as a guitar player? Be honest. You can be honest. It will. Nothing you'll say will hurt my feelings.
To give me
above 0. Nothing above 0.
To give me scale.
Okay.
Where would you put like a Chris Stapleton on that scale?
It's not a big enough scale. Like there's going to be
a
lot of decimal points in there.
Right.
Chris Stapleton, I don't see him as like. I see him as a good guitar player.
Yeah.
But not like, I would say like probably a 7.
Okay. Okay, so here's why I'm struggling with it, because there's one thing I know about you.
Okay.
If you don't know how to play it, you'll learn it. And then you could do it.
Okay.
But also
nobody knows how to play it until they learn it, do they?
I think you get my point. Man, I was about to say something really nice about you. Now
you can go ahead.
No, I'm not.
I'm all ears. Let me turn you up.
Are you?
I will say this. Okay, guitar. Honestly, guitar.
Yeah,
I'd put you at about a 4 or 5.
Okay, I think that's a little generous.
But, where you get mad respect from me is you don't just know how to play the guitar. You also know how to wail on a piano. You also know how to play the drums. You also know how to play the bass.
I can't play the drum.
I thought you did.
No, I mean I can make sound coming from them.
Okay.
Like a
Okay.
baby,
I think
But you could
everybody
play the
can.
bass.
like a baby.
You could play the bass.
I can play bass.
And I believe with all my heart you could play the tambourine. I think you could.
Okay,
I think you could.
so
But no, mad respect
Four on
for
a guitar.
anybody. So as an instrumentalist,
Yeah.
who can play multiple things.
Yeah.
Man, I put you up there at like a 6 or 7.
okay, but as a guitar player,
But as a guitar player, I'm gonna put you at a 4 or 5.
okay, that's a little that's pretty generous. I would personally say I might be a strong 2. So
Yeah, but you're also a pessimist.
yeah, true.
Mhm.
But here's my point on that scale. My experience now, just my experience,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't practice the guitar a lot. I will say that. In fairness, I don't, not as much as I used to at one point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also witnessed people that are so immensely gifted, like pick up instruments or sit down at instruments, and from the time they were small children, be able to make sound come from them in a more meaningful way
Mm-hmm.
than people who didn't know or had learned the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they learn it, like once they learn the method behind it, like how does this thing work? It's like something is unlocked, and then suddenly they're immediately set on a downhill train, or like that's
Mhm.
like a downhill thing
Mm-hmm.
to where they quickly become super proficient with their
Mhm.
instrument.
Mm-hmm.
All that to say, I think, and people's gonna fight me over this. This is another hot take.
I know.
I
You're-
think you can
Bro,
move.
leave
I
those to
think
me.
you, in all of your own efforts, can move yourself 2 spots on that rung.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I thought you were about to tell the story of how leaders are born, not made.
That's basically what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I'm saying
There's just talent, and then there's just those who practice hard to be subpar.
virtuosos are born.
Yeah,
They're not made.
yeah, I got you.
Now, there's some people that would argue that.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will.
That there's people passionately wrong about things every day.
We need to end this.
Well, that was a fun rabbit
This,
trail.
this is a yeah. We need
Y'all
to end this.
disagree?
No,
I
We
have
need to
no
end.
opinion.
Yeah. Well-
I'm just here to listen.
I think you can move yourself 2 spots on,
I think somebody.
on that fictitious scale.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. He is a pessimist, though, y'all. So.
So you too could be a strong 2.
Wow.
What I'm
Wow.
saying is, I don't think I'm gifted at guitar. I
I
think
got you.
that is something that I learned.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe if you played a lot more than me, somebody could be slightly better than me. Anything past that is going to have to require like an actual gifting.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm saying is like, but somebody like you could sit around a campfire and give it, and almost in you could take some requests,
Sure.
and you could play, you could play Summer of '69. You could,
Yeah.
I've heard you up on stage doing funny stuff. It's like, oh, he knows how to play that. Me, it's like, all I know how to play is like a few 80s hair band rock songs. So it's like, let's all sit around the campfire at night while I play Rock You Like a Hurricane.
17 times.
Yeah. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. So I mean, I just need to learn some cool, I don't know, just some songs where it's just
You could
campfire.
expand that.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And that's basically what I am.
I got
It's
you.
just a little bit expanded version of that.
Okay. Well,
Because-
I mean, there have been times, my son got into guitar and he's like, Dad, show me some stuff. I was like, well, I can show you how to play Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Yeah.
17 times.
17 times. And I can play Quiet Riot. Yeah. Bang your head. I
Well,
can
that's
play
what I'm
that one.
saying. Mine just
So-
happened to be fit the circumstance. Like when you get out of, they say, okay, out of 90s, early 2000s worship. Like my
Yes.
catalog's gonna run thin real
Thin,
quick,
yes.
real quick. You
Yes.
get out of that, and then
Yeah,
like your
once
basic,
you get outside Ray Bolt's for him, you know,
No,
Stephen
not
Curtis
those.
Chapman.
Not those.
the
but I can,
basics of life.
but I can play those. But I can play those.
I know you can.
But when you get outside of that, and then your basic ballad, like or no,
Yeah.
maybe not ballads, but classic rock songs. I'd just
Right.
say that classic rock. You get outside of that, like my catalog's gonna wear out real quick.
Yeah, yeah. But
There are people who can truly play that song, and then somebody starts singing it, and they can like just like fake it, like and people will be like, "Oh, he knows that song," and he doesn't.
no,
I'm not that.
right. But at the same time, you are versatile, and so that makes you. That's a talent in itself.
Like as a guitar player, like my brother truly is probably a strong 4 or 5.
Mm.
Like he actually is a strong 4 or 5 because he can fake stuff like that. Like he can play it. Anyway,
So the gauge
Good
of talent is
conversation.
based on how well you can fake it.
yeah, we're just whatever.
I know. I get
Crazy,
it.
man.
I get it. No,
Okay.
that's a hot take for sure.
Things that are coming up.
We're just a couple weeks out from Wednesday nights kicking back up.
16
August
days.
12th.
Yeah, on the
Mhm.
12th, everything starts back on Wednesdays. We've got the kids are planning like a back to school thing, little back to school party that night.
Yeah.
Baptism.
We got baptism this week.
Yeah.
One
Um,
service, 10:30.
One service, 10:30 this Sunday.
Yep.
So there'd be no on-sites.
Mm-hmm.
And then move up Sundays the next
Mm-hmm.
August 9th.
So just one last plug here
Yeah.
for Project 28. Some of you have been thinking about doing this. It's something that's worth doing. I mean, we've had an incredible sign up
Mhm.
so far. It's really awesome. But there is a window here, and it is closing fast. And once the window's closed, it'll be a year before you could get into Project 28 again. And so some of you missed it last year because you just weren't paying attention. And so, in case some of you are listening, this is your wake up call. Okay, your window's closing, so
Yep.
don't do another year where you're like, oh man, I missed it, and I really wanted to do it. So, so yeah,
Starts August 12th on Wednesday nights during regular service times.
But if
And,
you don't sign up, I mean, I think Bible study is pretty cool.
It's a good second option.
I think
It's a good backup. It's a good backup school.
it is super cool.
it's super cool.
Super cool.
It's like we open up the Bible and we go through that stuff, man.
All right. All right. Well, anything else?
I don't
We're
think
done.
No, I think
Nah.
that's it.
Okay.
Later.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Sandy Grevy.